How surprised were you when Colt decided to lead the team?
I don't know. I don't know. I think, more or less we'll leave the statement and the release kind of to speak and stand on its own. I thought that he handled things well in that regard. And like we said in the statement, we'll continue to support him in any way we can.
Can you talk about the conversation that you had, the nature of it, or the tone?
I don't really want to get into particulars. Again, it was a very productive conversation. I don't know what the right word is. It was very, there's no, like he said and like we said, this is not a, ill will situation in any way, shape or form. In any way, shape or form. And we, like I said yesterday, we do wish him luck, and we're going to do whatever we can to support him.
How'd the team handle the news?
We had a great practice, so I don't know. We didn't talk about anything in that regard, but we had a really good practice today.
Was he suspended Saturday?
He was suspended for the game Saturday.
For what?
For violation of team rules.
That's better than circumstances.
I'm sorry?
That's better than circumstances.
Okay.
I know you guys have preached next man up in several different occasions, but is there something to be said about the type of talent that he is and not having that talent on the roster?
Again, I think we've moved on, and we've turned the page, and I would love to, we can talk about Washington or our preparations, but, it's not about any single one of us, myself included.
How disappointing is it for you, though, as a coach, to see a young man just walk away from the program, regardless of who it is?
I think we're getting into every situation is so individualized that, if he felt this was best for him, that's okay. We talked about it, we moved on, and again, we wish him absolutely nothing but the best, and he wished us nothing but the best. And there's no smoking gun, so to speak.
What do you see out of Washington?
Thank you, Jason. Washington's playing really well. I thought they obviously had a couple of the big special teams plays that really affected the game. Obviously, the opening kickoff was a huge momentum creator. But after that, defensively they're playing fast. They're playing a lot differently than they have in the past. We've known these defenses and Justin Wilcox and those guys for a long time. They're different than they've been before, whether it's been Cal or Tennessee or Boise. And then offensively, they're kind of hitting on all cylinders and played a really good Stanford team, very, very tough.
You grew up an Oregon fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where were you when McKinney beat Big Ten?
Oh gosh, what year was that?
94.
94. I was in college. I was probably throwing an interception simultaneously. I was in the same position as Heward, probably.
Mark, did you have a reaction though when you saw the highlights or when you saw?
Oh yeah, I mean that was a huge. Obviously, that's kind of one of those iconic plays in Oregon lore, and yeah, I mean it was a huge program changer, at the time, and I think one of the things that catapulted Oregon to be, Oregon football, so to speak.
So does a rivalry have a little? Chip always brushed rivalries off. Does it have more meaning to you?
Well, I think in terms of how we prepare, no. In terms of, and again, this isn't a me versus Chip thing, but growing up here, sure, I know what that means. I know what the Oregon State rivalry means. I know what the Washington rivalry means. I was sitting in the stands, in the olden days when it was the Washington fans kind of were certainly vocally outnumbered the Oregon fans and singing tequila and all those kind of things. But yeah, in terms of preparation, we don't do one thing differently for Team A or Team B.
Mark, can you talk about, when you look at, obviously Mariota was really good last year, but in what ways has he grown and sort of improved as a quarterback or a leader from last year to this year?
Yeah, I think he's a lot more confident, just in general. I think part of that is physical. He's put on a little weight that I think a lot of times for a quarterback that's just kind of confidence weight. Maybe in their mind they can take a shot or get an extra yard here or there. Not that he's going to line up at fullback, but in his own, just in your mindset. And just his overall command is just better, as another year in the system, seeing things, doing things, against different defenses. You're just kind of adding to your catalog of of knowledge and hopefully therefore confidence.
And obviously, with him, your main goal is to win games and that
Sorry.
sort of thing. He's somebody though that gets brought up continually in Heisman talks. Is he sort of been put at a disadvantage that he's not able to go deep in games to rack up more numbers because you guys are winning so much?
Probably, but that's not our business and that's not his business. We're not going to have a discussion and go, hey, well, let's find out what quarterback X has stats wise and try to beat it today. We took him out right when we wanted to take him out in the Colorado game, and I heard some chatter after the game that there's votes for other people going out there. If you can't see how good that dude is, but again, that's not, I have no idea how good, I have no idea how good Teddy Bridgewater is. I have no idea. I'm sure he's exceptional. But we don't go into a game and go, hey, quarterback A had 5 touchdowns. Let's, throw it a little bit more and get Marcus these numbers. Because A, win the game. B, it's not an individual sport. It's a team sport.